Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nimas Melinda Nurhidayah. I'm from for PBIA2. In this video, I will share you the summary of the article that I have read. Under the title is The Assessment Procedures of Speaking Fluency Using Retelling Technique. And the author is Mr. Haryanto from Islamic University of Nahdlatul Ulama, Jepara. And the article was published on 2016. In this part, I will share you about the abstract. In this abstract, the objective of this research is to describe the implementation of speaking fluency assessment using retelling technique to the 10th graders of senior high school student and its procedures. Based on the study, the retelling technique was impractical one to assess fluency because it spent more time than the conventional one yet found to be applied. And then the second part is keyword. There are many keywords in this article. The first is speaking fluency, the second is retelling technique, and the last is assessment. And then the next part is introduction. According to Nation 2009, fluency development in the English learning classroom is often neglected. There are still many students who knows English well but do not fluent in producing it orally because sometimes teachers do not develop it in the learning process, whereas fluency is important to measure how far the students accomplish their learning process. And then the next is literature review. The first is speaking fluency. Fluency in speaking is the ability to produce utterance or oral production which can be understood either the listener or speaker himself. A person is said to be fluent in speaking if her or she is able to speak at an appropriate speed without hesitation because of repetition action and the speech is meaningful or be accepted by the listeners. And then the second is speaking fluency measurement. According to Thornberry 2008, there are several aspects to measure changes in fluency. The first is speech rate. According to Cross 2005, speech rate can be found by counting the word per minute or VPM inclusively and exclusively. An inclusive one reflects the rate of the communication includes all these fluencies, pauses, hesitation, and etc. An exclusive one is counted by omitting all typical pauses, duration of fluencies, hesitation, and etc. And then the second is pauses. There are several factors to be considered here. Those are the use of pauses fillers, the placement of pauses, the frequency of pausing, the length of pauses, the use of repeats, and the length of runs. And then the next part is research method. This was a descriptive qualitative research based on experiment by using 20 students in implementation. The writer used observation, speaking tests, questionnaire to collect the data. And then the next part is finding and discussion. The students were asked to retell story for about 2 minutes. With the topic my favorite storybook. And then writer had to count every second they made to consider the score. The next one is students were asked to fill the questionnaire regarding the assessment technique. The result was 33% of students strongly agree, 41% agree, 20% neither agree or disagree, and the test do not agree that retelling technique is effective, fun, and useful to be applied to assess students' fluency in the classroom. And then the last part is conclusion. By using assessment technique in the classroom, it helps students to improve their confidence to speak up what is on their mind. Teacher can also find the effective approach and give feedback. However, this technique works only on students who have high-level proficiency. The other weakness of using this technique was impractical for large number of students. It will spend much more time. That's all about my summary of the article. I hope that it will be useful for us. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.